Another brilliant fall day in New England. It's just unbelievable. What a gorgeous, gorgeous day. 57 degrees and sunny. Perfect day for doing tree work. So I rented a lift today and I took down my big red pine. I miss it already. Kind of sad, but I think I did the right thing. Take a look at the stump. So I got 4 good logs out of it, 10 foot, 10 foot, 10 foot, and 10 foot. And I'll take those down to the mill and have them sawed out. This one's got either a lightning scar in it or something, but there'll be some good wood out of it eventually. Anyway, let's take a look at the stump. So this one root right here had pretty good damage in it, and I think it got lightning strike. And the reason I think that is that the core here is all mushy. See the water coming out? I think the lightning went down the sapwood there and killed that root. And then I think it blew some of the bark off, headed up the tree. Even though the tree was really healthy looking on top, the base of it has been bothering me with this one root. And the more I look at it, the more I think I did the right thing. I probably had a little more time, but it wasn't long for the world. So if you take a look, there's a big hollow cavity there where the bark is missing, and that spiral crack goes up through there. But there was some snowplow damage down here years ago, and you can see where that closed up. So the tree had the ability to wall that damage off at some point. But now when you look at this damage here, you can see that the only wound wood is right here. It's just a little bit right there. It didn't really try to close up over that. You can see the moisture got in here, but this part's still healthy. And then on this side, it's all the way back to the other wound. So there's this wound here, but then just above that, right in here, is the only other healing wound wood on that. And when you look at that, it's approximately a quarter of the tree. And then the more I stare at the stump, the more I see that there's fungus, there's moisture and staining going on all the way through the heartwood of the tree, all the way around, really on both sides. So the only really clean wood at the stump is here. This little bit of sapwood there, this little bit of sapwood here, and this little bit of sapwood there. So even though the actual kind of moist section is only like 10% of the trunk, the actual damage area where the bark is missing, it makes up about 25% of the diameter of the tree. And then the fungus is all throughout, all that heartwood. And it had a pretty good lean going away from us here, which is toward my big grandfather tree. And I park a lot of vehicles over here. And of course the power lines on the house are here as well, running across here. So it's a hard decision to take down a big, seemingly healthy tree, especially one of my favorite species, red pine. You can actually see how beautiful the bark is up in there. And then right about there, as we come back, you can see how everything gets wonky from that lightning strike. I think it's a lightning strike. I can't prove it, but anyway, now I have 4 logs, and I'll give this tree a new purpose, and I'll chip all this sea of branches and use the branches or the chips somewhere on the property to make a nice walking trail or a path, or maybe I'll spread it underneath the tree dancing trees, and that'll be nice. But the lift wasn't working as well as I wanted it to today. The elevator wouldn't function right. And I did not get the top of that tree out, unfortunately. Let's go over here. The person I had helping me wasn't very familiar with tree work. Didn't feel comfortable doing what I wanted to do, which was basically put a notch in it right about there and drop it in the yard here. But if the person that you're working with isn't comfortable, you don't do it. So as much as I really wanted to get it all done today with this lift, I wasn't able to. But I got one side of the tree off and I cleaned it up to that crotch there. And I think I can fell the tree from that point. So it's really not a huge loss. I'd say overall today was a big win. Everything went smoothly and safely. And then I went up and cleaned that chimney. Didn't actually need any cleaning, but I did check it and it's all good. And then on the other chimney, my friend Serenity gave me a new cap up there that doesn't have a wire mesh grid in it. And I think that'll keep it from clogging up with creosote. So I cleaned the chimney, which again was really clean. And then I replaced the cap. And there's two places that I can't get to without a lift. So in the bargain of cleaning the chimneys, I got one tree down, I got one tree cleaned up, and I have a plan for felling it right down that alley by the barn. It'll all work just fine. Sometimes the days don't go exactly the way that you wanted them to. But today was safe, it was productive, and it was fun, and the weather was great. And I'm pretty happy overall. So no matter where you are, I hope you're being safe and hope you're having a nice day. Hope you're enjoying these last few days of fall before it gets really cold. And yeah, hang in there. Love you. Bye.